Good day, Kavibal, and welcome to our Speakers Demo Reel webinar series. For the demo teaching today, the topic will be on triangle congruence in real life. Before we begin, take note of the following reminders. We will be posting the Zoom link in the comment section before our demo teaching. And the first 5 participants to join the Zoom meeting will be allowed to have close interaction with the speaker during the session and have an open forum after the demo teaching. The first 5 participants will serve as the students for the speaker's demo reel and will get a copy of the speaker's presentation at the end of the webinar. For those who will be chosen, make sure your microphones are turned off until asked to turn on.
This school year, bring class discussions at home with V-Smart School's webinar feature, where you can conduct classes with your students in real time. Setting up a V-Smart webinar is simple. Simply log into your account, go to My Webinars, click Create, and enter your webinar details. Set your webinar to your lesson so your students can join as participants. You can finally start your class. The webinar feature also lets you chat with your students and share slide decks and other learning materials via share screen. Amazing, right? Get V-Smart School and launch your remote learning setup for your school today. Email marketing@vivalgroup.com for more details. Keeping students and school employees away from the dangers of the coronavirus while continuing with business operations. That's possible. Introducing V-Smart Enroll, an online enrollment system that makes enrollment faster, safer, and more convenient. With V-Smart Enroll, all relevant documents can be processed and organized in the comfort of your own home. Here's what V-Smart Enroll can offer. V-Smart Enroll works online and it promotes a 100% paperless transaction. V-Smart Enroll paves the way for an easy and streamlined enrollment setup. It is modeled after DepEd's learning information system to make sure that students' learning records are documented properly and tracked accordingly. This online enrollment system also supports the Data Privacy Act of 2012, so all your data is guaranteed safe and protected. You also don't have to worry about going out of your house to get enrolled, because with V-Smart Enroll, everything can be done online within the safety of your own home. Vibal will also be with you throughout the entire enrollment journey, as we will provide consistent technical support to help you navigate smoothly through the system. V-Smart Enroll is developed and designed for school administrators, registrars, students, and even for parents' use. With this highly convenient system, an hour of enrollment process can be trimmed down to 15 minutes or even less because of its easy and accessible registration and application process for parents and students. Even the registrars will experience fast and easy transactions. You can also subscribe to V-Smart Enroll by paying through various payment channels. To subscribe to V-Smart Enroll, school administrators just need to create a school account for their institution. How? Simply go to enroll.vsmart.ph, select your subscription plan, agree to the privacy policy, fill out the online registration form, and pay for subscription. Easy peasy! With this user-friendly online platform, the enrollment process can now be accomplished with just a few clicks. Start your enrollment now. Subscribe to vSmart Enroll and experience enrollment like never before.
Good day again, Kavibao, and welcome to our Speakers Demo Reel webinar series. For the discussion today, the topic will be on triangle congruence in real life. Before we begin, take note of the following reminders. If you'd like to join our demo reel for this afternoon, the Zoom link can be found in our comment section. Participants who will be joining and participating as students will be able to receive a copy of the speaker's presentation. Also, make sure you are registered to the webinar to have your e-certificate of participation. Visit certificate.vibalgroup.com to generate your proof of attendance. Place your questions on the comment box allotted during the session and they will be addressed by our speaker later on. Share the video using hashtag LearnUs1PH as our official hashtag to our Vibal webinars. Experience learning, Kavibal! And now, to proceed with our webinar this afternoon, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our distinguished speaker today. Billy James A. Quiñones is a full-time junior high school mathematics teacher at Tinajeros National High School, Malabon City. He graduated from Technological Institute of the Philippines, Manila, with a degree of Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. He finished his 22 units of professional education in Batangas State University, Arasov. He is currently taking up Master of Arts in Education major in Mathematics at the National Teachers College, Manila. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome Mr. Billy James Quiñones.
Yes po.
Hello everyone. Hello Ma'am Jillian. Naririnig na po ako, Ma'am Jillian.
Yes po.
Okay, Ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay, so magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Before I formally start, I would like to greet all my co-teachers, head teachers, and master teachers at Tinajeros National High School, and to all the administrators of Schools Division Office of Malabon City. Good afternoon po. To Ma'am Maria Luz A. Cruz, our department head, and to our principal, Dr. Fortunato B. Abude. Thank you so much po for the opportunity na binigay niyo po and giving me the permission to be part of this Bibal Group Speakers Demo Reel. So to Bibal Group, thank you so much for trusting me and giving us an opportunity to share our experiences to our dear educator. To Ma'am Jillian, thank you again and again, Ma'am, for the trust and for giving me an opportunity to share my experiences in teaching mathematics. So now I want to share some of my practices in teaching mathematics before we're going to go to the demo proper. So, ayan. So, using Geogebra in teaching mathematics. So, Geogebra is an open source software under the GNU General Public License and freely available at www.geogebra.org. So, ano nga ba itong Geogebra? So, Geogebra, as a supplementary and free resource, Geogebra can dramatically improve the instruction of mathematics in schools. Learners can become actively engaged in discovering with interactive, virtual, manipulatives how concepts are related. So ibig sabihin, itong Geogebra, nakakatulong siya na makapag-offer tayo ng mga manipulatives sa ating mga students. So, why Geogebra is important? So, this is a transformative tool in mathematics because it allows learners to visualize and manipulate. So, syempre, nag-conduct ng research yung Geogebra. So, nakita nila sa kanilang, and in their hypothesis, interactive learning correlates with achievement. So, if active learning correlates with achievement, Geogebra can potentially make a significant impact on student achievement for any type of mathematics instruction. So meaningfully, interactivity can benefit every student as a universal design component of any mathematics curriculum. So, ano ba yung cover nitong Geogebra? So ano ba yung mga subjects na pwedeng ma-offer nito? So this is an open educational resource that this is a dynamic mathematics software that brings together geometry, algebra, spreadsheets, graphing, statistics, and calculus in an easy-to-use package. So there are many educational resources in mathematics. So yung mga mathematics teachers dyan, pwede nyo gamitin yung PhET interactive simulations, yung Graphable Math, and yung Microsoft Mathematics, and yung Vival Group nag-o-offer din sila ng maraming resources para matulungan tayong mga teachers at yung ating mga students. So later in our discussion, I will show you some features of Geogebra. So now in teaching mathematics, visual and manipulatives are useless. So bakit daw siya useless? Kung hindi ka magpo-foster ng art of questioning. So, the art of questioning in teaching mathematics. So, i-share lang natin to. So, why do people ask questions? So, bakit nga ba tayo nagtatanong? So, first is to provide answer to their curious mind. Things that need reasoning, things they do not understand, and to discover something new. So, kaya daw nagtatanong, lalo na yung mga bata at tayo din. So, to reflect on the way they deal with life and to promote a better understanding of why things happen the way it should be. According to Socrates, teaching is the art of questions. Ayan, sabi ni Socrates. According to Guy Claxton, good learning starts with questions, not answers. And according to Albert Einstein, in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. The important thing is not to stop questioning. So there are some effective techniques in questioning. So first is, kahit tayo daw mga teachers, we should provide sufficient wait time. Ayan. So ano ba yung sufficient wait time? Wait time refers to the pause needed by the teacher after asking question. So consider the following. Consider mo daw ito pa nagtanong ka. Level of difficulty nung tanong mo, type of response required, the knowledge of your students possess, and the intellectual ability of the respondents. Next is, know your style of questioning. Request a colleague to critique your own style as to the kind of question asked and the amount of wait time provided and the type of responses required. So pwede ka daw makiusap or tumawag ng isang mong co-teacher or kaibigan mo, tanungin mo siya at tanungin mo siya kung effective ba yung way ng questioning mo. So kung makapag-comment siya, you just take it as a learning para mabago mo pa yung sarili mo. So next is consider the individual ability and interest of the students. So as a teacher, you should know the ability of your students to answer a question. So dapat alam mo yan, na measure mo sila. Siyempre, ikaw familiar ka dun sa mga students mo, kilala mo sila. So alam mo din kung ano yung mga klase ng questions na ibabato mo sa kanila or itatanong mo sa kanila. Last is increase one's repertoire of type of questioning. So ano ito? So sabi, open-ended questions improve one's questioning technique. The teacher should be fully aware of the instructional objective. So dapat daw alam mo yung kung ano yung instructional objective mo set for a particular lesson. As a teacher, we are molded to ask questions. So diyan tayo magaling. This is our weapon in the teaching process. Asking very good questions are very helpful in the learning process of our students. Indeed. So syempre agree tayo diyan lahat. Ang pagtatanong ng magagandang tanong ay isa sa mga weapon natin para maging maganda yung learning process or maging matagumpay. With this, we are helping our students to improve their logical and critical thinking skills. So now, why triangle congruence? So bakit triangle congruence yung i-discuss ko? I chose to discuss this topic because I observed that students understands this lesson in a very abstract way. So abstract siya. So medyo hindi siya masyadong concrete pag naintindihan, nakita ko at na-observe ko dun sa aking mga students. So it means it is very hard for them to understand the concept of triangle congruence and its importance in real world. Okay, so now it is my pleasure to give you an insight on the application of triangle congruence in real life. Okay, so now, ready na siguro tayo. So, ang ating klase ngayon ay grade 8, brilliant. Okay, so tingin tayo ng ating mga attendees dito. Ayan, so nandyan si Ali. Okay, Ali, ikaw yung class president, right, Ali? Nandyan ba si Ali? Hello? Hello, Ali? Pwede kayong mag-unmute ng mic? Nandyan ba si Ali? Yung vice president natin, si... Okay, wait lang. Mga attendees dito. Hello, si Ali? Nandyan ba si Ali? Nandyan si Ali. Si Stella. Hello, Stella. Ikaw yung vice president, right, Stella?
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon. Ikaw ba yung vice president, Stella?
Opo, sir.
Okay. So, Stella, ito lang yung gagawin mo, no? Make sure lang makuha mo yung attendance natin for today. Okay lang? Tapos tingnan mo lang yung mga attendees natin.
Okay, sir. Noted.
Thank you so much, Stella. Thank you so much. Okay. So, now, let's start. Ayan. So, what can you see? Anyone in the group, we can unmute your mic if you want to answer. What can you see now?
Sir,
Yes?
Maggie po.
Ay, hello,
I
Maggie.
can
What can you see, Maggie?
I can see Aki.
Okay, very good, very good. So, very good, Maggie. So, this is a key, susi. When are we using keys? So, kailan natin ito ginagamit, yung keys? Any idea kung kailan natin ginagamit yung keys? Anyone in the group can answer.
Hi, sir. Stella again.
Hello, Stella. Yes, Stella.
Sir, we use it to open a door or to open something.
Yes, to open a door or to open something. Very good, Stella. So, meron pa bang may ibang idea bukod kay Stella? Meron pa bang gustong sumagot?
We are opening a lock.
When we're
Padlock.
opening a lock. Yes po, yes. Padlock, yes. Very good. So, magagaling yung mga students ko and very active. Thank you so much. So, we are also using a key when we locked our doorknob. So, familiar tayo sa doorknob, no? So, when we are opening the doorknob. So, this is my next question. Do you always bring your keys when you leave home? So, pag umaalis kayo, may dala ba kayo laging susi? Anyone in the group? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, very good. Another, meron pa bang iba na hindi nagdadala ng susi pag umaalis or nagdadala kapag umaalis siya ng bahay? Anyone in the group? Anyone can answer? Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yes?
I always bring my key
You
when I
always
go
bring your...
out. When I go out our house. Pag
Okay,
lumalabas
okay.
po, lalo na kasi laging walang punta sa bahay namin. So, I see to it that I have to bring my key before I leaving
Yes.
the house and check if I lock all the doors for
Okay,
safety
okay.
purposes po.
Yes, thank you so much. Anong pangalan nito? Maggie, Maggie. Yes. So thank you so much, Maggie. So you must always remember to bring the keys when you are going outside your house, lalo na kapag wala naman talaga matitira dun sa bahay. So what would happen if you forgot to bring it? So ano mangyayari pag nakalimutan mo? Ano mangyayari sa atin? Anyone? Stella, anong mangyayari? Pwede ko bang tanungin si Stella?
Hi, sir.
Yes,
Mamumroblema po tayo. Malamang po maiwan po tayo sa labas ng matagal or baka po
Yes.
sirain na lang natin yung pinto.
Yes, oo nga. Very good. So, ako yata na ano ko na yan, na-experience ko na yan dati, talagang ang tawag din, i-distrong ka mo. So, sisirain mo na talaga yung pinto mo. So, what do you usually do with your keys to avoid situation like this. So anong usually na ginagawa natin sa susi natin para ma-avoid natin yung mga situation like this one? Can you give example ng mga ginagawa natin para hindi man natin maranasan yung mga ganitong sitwasyon? Anyone?
Sir?
Yes? Maggie?
Apo. I see to it po na meron po akong duplicates sa bahay po nung mother ko. Kasi usually po, magkatabi lang po kami nung mother ko. So, I prepared to have a duplicate key para anytime po na makalimutan ko po yung susi ko or yung key ko ng bahay namin, I can borrow duplicate key from my mother. And for, yun nga, for safety purposes na rin po, anytime na may mangyari na hindi po natin masabi when I am outside the house, so they can check our house using the duplicate key.
Yes, very well said. Yes, very well said, Maggie. So, sabi niya talaga daw nag-make sure na may duplicate siya ng susi kasi ayun nga, meron naman siyang kapitbahay which is nanay niya. So, pwede na doon na lang niya kuhanin kapag nawala or kapag nakalimutan niya sa loob yung kanilang susi. So, very good. So, most of us, halos karamihan sa mga Pinoy at sa iba ding mga may-ari ng bahay, most of us produce a duplicate of our keys. Ayan. So now, what is key duplication? So tawag tayo dito sa ating participants. Ang dami pala. So can you answer anyone? Arlene David. Ayan, si Arlene nandito pala. Hi Arlene. Can you define? Good
afternoon po.
Hello Arlene. Can you define in your own words what is key duplication?
Parang gumagawa po tayo ng another copy nung atin pong original key.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Thank you so much, Arlene. So gumagawa tayo ng duplicate based dun sa ating original key. So here's the definition of duplicate or key duplication. Thank you so much, Anak. So anak yung tawag natin sa mga students natin. So key duplication is the process of creating a key based on an existing key. Again, key duplication is the process of creating a key based on an existing key. Ayan. So, wait lang ha. I-ano natin. Maglagay ako laser dito. Ayan. So, it is very important that they fit each other. Ayan, sabi. It is very important that they fit each other perfectly. Ayan. So, ito yung duplicate key natin. For example, nasa bahay tayo. So, for example, nasa bahay tayo. Ito yung original key natin. Pinaduplicate natin siya. Ayan. So, tingnan natin. Let's check if our duplicate key perfectly fits the original key. Pagtabihin natin sila. Ayan. So, hindi pa masyado magkatabi, no? Another one. Okay. So, malapit na. Tingnan natin kung talagang perfect yung pagkaka-fit na sa isa't isa para magamit natin sa pinto natin. Ayan. Yes, the duplicate key perfectly fits the original key. So, nag-perfect sila. Nag-fit sila. Tamang-tama. Now, this is my question. If the key perfectly fits each other, we can also say that they are what? Ayan. Meron ako ditong papasagutan sa inyo. May blank, pero may binigay ako dyan na letters na baka para mas madali yung makuha yung sagot. Anyone in the group who can guess what is the other words to describe key, duplicate key, and original key perfectly fit each other? Anyone? Sige.
Congruent po, sir.
Sino po ito?
Ali po.
Ali, they are?
Congruent.
Okay, they are congruent. So tama kaya? Mag-a-agree ka ba dito? Tawag tayo ng isa. Sabi ni Ali, congruent. Mag-a-agree ka ba dito, Marilu Briuso? Ayan, si Malu pala, Malu Briuso. Mag-a-agree ka ba na congruent yung sagot? Malu Briuso.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes. Agree ka, Malu?
I think it's congruent po.
Okay, very good. So, thank you. Okay, nakakatuwa yung mga students ko talaga dito sa 8 Brilliant. Talaga brilliant kayo, napaka-active nyo. So, the answer is congruent. Okay, congruent. So now, narinig natin yung word na congruent. So, sabi nyo kanina, yung key, yung duplicate key, tapos yung original key, pag swak sila, congruent sila. Now, in your own words, how can you define congruent? Sige, in your own words lang muna. Sige.
Teacher.
Yes,
Stella
Stella?
po.
Yes?
Congruent for me are two figures that are exactly the same.
Very good. Okay, parang yun na talaga yung definition ko ng congruent. Two figures that are exactly the same. Okay. So class, 8 brilliant. Let's check the definition of congruent. Thank you so much, Stella. In geometry, two figures or objects are congruent if they have the same shape and size. Ayan ang sabi. So, that's why the original key and the duplicate one are really congruent. Sabi nyo kanina. Because they have the same what? They have the same what? Yung duplicate tsaka yung original key. Anyone? They have the same? Anyone can answer.
They have the same shape and size.
Okay. Very good. They have the same shape and size. Okay. So now let's take a look at our class objectives. So ano nga ba yung objectives natin sa araw na ito? So ang ginawa natin ngayon, bago tayo mag-start ng ating proper lesson or lesson proper rather, tiningnan muna natin yung idea talaga para makita natin kung talagang naintindihan itong aking 8 brilliant at nakakatuwa. At nakita ninyo yung congruent or yung relationship ng congruent doon sa key duplication. So now, okay, somebody please read the objectives. Anyone? Anyone in the group? Would you please read the objectives?
Illustrate triangle congruence.
Okay.
Identify congruent corresponding parts of two triangles. Solve
Okay.
real-life problems involving triangle congruence.
Okay, thank you so much. Sino ba yung nagsalita? Si Ali. Okay. So, our class objectives or our objectives for today is to illustrate triangle congruence. So, illustrate natin yung triangle congruence. Mamaya malalaman niyo paano siya illustrate. Next is identify congruent corresponding parts of two triangles. Ayan, may sinabi, corresponding parts. So, iisipin natin ano yung mga parts ng triangles. So, next is solve real-life problems involving triangle congruence. So, magsosolve daw tayo ng real-life problems. Exciting yan. So, kasi makikita natin yung triangle congruence sa totoong buhay. So, now that you have, now that you know our objectives for today, and you have an idea of congruency, let's see if you can answer this activity. Ayan. Okay, tingnan natin kung masasagot ninyo ha. Ito yung symbols. Ayan. Tapos, ito yung description. Okay, for the first symbol, ano kaya to? Kaya ko siya pinapakita kasi gagamitin natin itong mga symbols na ito mamaya. So, it is somehow a review because you're grade 8 now. Napag-aralan nyo na to ng grade 7 kayo, tsaka ng grade 6. So, what is this symbol stands for? Anyone in the group can answer now. Go.
Another layer of protection.
Sure.
Yes, Maggie?
The first symbol is a symbol for an angle.
Symbol for an angle. Let's see. Very good. Very good, Maggie. That's a symbol for an angle. How about the next symbol? Anyone in the group? Si Stella, nandyan? Stella, you can answer.
Hi, sir.
Yes?
I don't know, sir, if it's minus eh.
Yeah, this is minus, but in geometry, this is line. You can continue. Line.
Okay. Line segment.
Very good. Very good, Stella. So that's line segment. How about the number 3 symbols or the third one? Anyone in the group can answer. You can unmute your mic. Marami akong active na students ngayon. Okay, so ano kaya itong susunod natin na symbol?
Hi, sir.
Ano po? Yes?
Congruent po.
Congruent. Okay, or congruency. Okay, very good. How about this one? Ito, pinakamadali ito dito. Kitang-kita natin kung anong sagot dyan sa symbol na yan. Anyone in the group can answer? Anyone? Alam ko, hindi na ako
Triangle.
Triangle. Okay, Stella, triangle. Very good. Okay. So about this one, anyone? Ayan, medyo mahirap to, sir. Ayan. Paano kaya itong basahin? Angle J. Ayan. Ano tong symbol na to sa gitna? Anyone can answer.
Corresponds.
What,
that
Maggie?
Is that our topic, sir? Corresponds to angle S or opposite of angle
Okay.
S? Is it
Okay,
correct?
okay. Let's check, Maggie. Let's check. Very good. Thank you, thank you. Read as angle J corresponds to angle S. Very good. Tama. So, alam ko nare-review ninyo yung inyong mga topic ng grade 7. So, kaya alam na alam nyo na to. So, this is read as angle J corresponds to angle S. How about the last one? Okay, how about the last one? Yes, Stella?
Sir, triangle JOY is congruent with triangle SAD.
Okay, very good, Stella. Tingnan natin kung tama. Very good. Triangle JOY is congruent to triangle SAD. Okay, so now, ngayon na alam na ninyo yung mga symbols, yung mga gagamitin natin symbols, let's check if we can answer this activity, itong susunod na activity. So let's explore more about triangles. Ayan. So anyone in the group who can answer this question, are they congruent? Siyempre, kanina alam na ninyo yung definition ng congruent. So by simply looking at the definition of congruency or congruent objects, can you say or can you answer that this is congruent? Yes or no? Yun, ganun. So pwede bang sabihin nyo na congruent sila by simply basing on the definition of congruency kanina? So go, you may answer if that is congruent. Anyone?
Yes po, they are congruent.
Ali, okay. Si Ali ba yung nagsalita?
Yes po.
Okay. They are congruent. They are congruent daw. Okay, very good. Tingnan natin. So, tingnan natin yung iba nating, ayan, nandyan si Ron Santos. Ron, sa tingin mo ba congruent yung dalawang figure na to? Itong dalawang triangle na to, Ron Santos?
Sir, not sure. For me po, hindi. Kasi wala pong nakalagay na or naka-specify na congruent.
Oo nga, ayan. So iba-iba sila ng sagot, no? So si Ron masyadong technical. Thank you so much, Ron, ha? So sabi ni Ron, hindi sir, kasi wala namang nakalagay dyan na ano eh. Kumbaga, hindi naman tayo sure eh. So tama si Ron, tama din si Ali. So si Ali, binase naman niya doon sa pagkakaalam niya lang na dito yung opinion ko. Si Ron naman, sir, wala kasing detail yan eh. So hindi ko talaga alam kung masasabi kong congruent yung dalawang yan. Very good. So, based on the definition of congruent figures, sabi natin, do you think they are congruent? So, now, ayan. Ito yung hinahanap ni Ron ngayon. So, let's label their vertices. Ayan, nilabel na natin. This one is angle A, angle B, angle C, or point A, point B, and point C. This one is point X, point Y, and point Z, or angle X, angle Y, and angle Z. So now, nung nilabel na natin to, may tanong dito. Ayan, sa taas. Tingnan nyo mabuti, ha? Ayan, so ako na yung babasa. Which congruent statement correctly describes the corresponding parts of these two triangles? So ano kaya daw yung tamang congruent statement na magde-describe doon sa corresponding parts of these two triangles? Ayan, meron naman tayong choices. Ayan, letter A. Will you please read letter A, Ali?
Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ZXY.
Okay, thank you so much. Triangle A, B, C is congruent to triangle Z, X, Y. Okay. How about letter B? Okay, so sino ba yung tinawag ko kanina? Maggie, will you please read letter B?
Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ.
Okay, thank you so much. Triangle A, B, C is congruent to triangle X, Y, Z. Ito daw ba yung tama na congruent statement na magde-describe sa mga corresponding parts nila? Okay, so another one. Letter C. Okay, so ako na yung babasa. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle YZX. Ayan. So no, ito yung gusto kong gawin ninyo. So syempre, wala pa talaga kayong idea kung ano nga ba yung congruent statement na tamang ipangalan dito para malaman natin yung mga corresponding parts nila nitong dalawang triangle. So ang gusto kong gawin ninyo ngayon, mag-guess kayo ng sagot ninyo. So sige, i-guess nyo lang ngayon. Is it letter A, letter B, or letter C? Okay, pwede nyo i-chat yung sagot ninyo at pwede ring sumagot, mag-unmute din kayo ng mic. Go! Sige, sino muna unang sasagot? Anong sagot? Or anong guess mo? Si Stella ba? Stella, ayan. So, sige, basahin ko yung inyong chat. Kasi nga, marami kayo. Ayan. Sorry, nag-stop ako ng video. Nasaan ba yung chat? Chat. Ayan, sabi ni Maji, B. Sabi ni Malu, B. Arlene David, B. Ron Santos, B. Ali, B. Stella, B. Ann Pamela, B. Aba, pare-pareho kayo ah. Magkakasama ba kayo? Na joke lang. So, galing naman, pare-pareho kayo ng guess. So, tingnan natin kung talagang letter B yung sagot. So, for us to understand it more deeply, let's use Geogebra to illustrate the relationship of these two triangles. So, stop share ko lang to ha. Ayan. So, punta ako sa, share screen ko siya sa Geogebra natin. Ayan. So, nakikita ba? Nakikita ba, Stella? Ikaw yung Vice President eh.
Yes, sir. Nakikita po.
Okay, thank you so much. Visible siya, no? Ayan. So, yan. So, we have here, ito yung triangle natin kanina. Triangle A, B, C, and triangle X, Y, Z. Tandaan nyo yung sagot nyo kanina, ha? Letter B yung sagot nyo kanina. Okay. So, tingnan natin, ano? Ayan. So, select natin. Tingnan natin kung magagalaw natin siya. Ayun, ang galing naman ito. Ayan, kahit saan pumunta, gumagalaw siya. Yan. So, ma'am, after nito, pwede ko rin isend sa inyo itong link para ano nyo siya, manipulate nyo siya dyan sa bahay, dun sa assignment natin after ng klase natin. So, tingnan natin, ano, lagyan natin siya ng sukat. Ayan. Si angle A, lagyan natin ng sukat. Ayan. Stella, kita yung sukat?
Yes, sir. Sa isang triangle po.
Okay, lagyan ko rin yung pangalawa. Ayan. So, select ulit natin, move ulit natin sila. Ayan. Igagalaw ko ha. Ayan. I want to ask someone. Tingnan nyo mabuti ha. Ayan. So, ito yung tanong ni sir. Anong napapansin nyo pag ginagalaw ni sir yung dalawang figure? Anyone can answer. Anong napapansin niyo na nangyayari? Pag iginagalaw ko yung dalawang triangles. Anyone who can answer. Or anyone can answer.
The measurement of the angles change.
Wow, the measurement of the angles change. Thank you so much. Kung sino, Magi yata yan. Sino pa yung may ibang sagot? The measurement of the angles daw change. Sino pa po? May ibang observation. Yes.
Ako po, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
po?
kapag po gumagalaw, nagbabago po ang angle at parehas po sila doon sa, parehas po yung ng pagbabago yung triangle na una sa pangalawa po.
Okay, parehas daw yung kung anong nagbabago dito, nagbabago din doon. Okay. So tingnan natin ano. Ayan. May tatanong ulit si sir. Ayan. Stop ako dito. So this one is angle A. Ito si angle A. Ano ang measure ni angle A? Malu. Ano ang measure ni angle A, Malu?
The measure is 102.92.
Thank you so much. Another question, Malu. What is the measurement of angle X in the other triangle?
102.92.
Do they have the same measurement, Malu?
Yeah, opo, yes.
Yes, okay. Thank you so much. So angle A and angle X have the same measurement. Next one. How about the measurement of angle B? Anyone in the group can answer. What is the measurement of angle B? Ito. Ron, what is the measurement? Yes, Ron? Ron, what is the measurement of angle B? Can you answer?
41 degrees, sir.
Oh, thank you so much. How about angle Y, Ron?
Also 41.
Also 41 degrees. Thank you so much, Ron. Okay, Ali, how about angle C? What's the measurement of angle C?
36.08 degrees.
36.08 degrees. Okay. How about the measurement of angle Z?
36.08 degrees din po.
Okay. Again, the question is, do they have the same measure?
Yes po.
Yes po. Okay. So now, kung napapansin niyo, si angle A, pareho siya ng measure kay angle X. Ayan, sabi niyo kanina, si angle B, pareho siya ng measure kay angle Y. At si angle C, pareho siya ng measure kay angle Z. Ang tingnan naman natin ngayon ay yung measurement naman ng kanilang mga segments or kanilang mga sides. Lagyan natin ng measure. Okay? Okay, naglagay siya ng perimeter. So, ando natin siya. Ayan. So, lagyan natin ng measure ito. Ayan. Lagyan natin ng measure itong isa. Just galawin ko ulit siya. I'm sorry. Yan. Galaw ko ulit ha. Select natin, tapos i-move mo lang siya. Para makita mo talaga yung pagkaka. Yan. Okay. So what is the measurement of segment AB? Stella, what is the measurement of segment AB?
4 units, sir.
4 point?
Ay, sorry, sir. I did not see. 4.23.
Yeah, it's okay. Very good. How about segment XY?
4.23 as well, sir.
Okay, as well. 4.23. How about segment BC? Okay, Maggie. Nandiyan pa ba si Maggie? Maggie, what's the measurement of segment BC?
7.25.
Okay, which segments do have the same measure with segment BC? Dun sa kabilang triangle, alin yung may kaparehong measurement?
Line segment YZ.
Line segment YC. Thank you so much. How about segment AC? Ayan. Sino yung gustong sumagot? Si Malu ulit. Segment AC. What's the measurement of segment AC?
6 po.
6. Okay, how about segment XZ?
The same po. 6.
The same po. Okay. So now, nakita natin na pare-pareho yung measure ng segment, pare-pareho yung measure ng angles. So, Stella, pwede ko bang, or kung tatawagin ko si nandiyan pa, wait lang ha, tingnan natin kung nandiyan pa siya ha. Ayan, siguro sabi niya, Vice President ako, sir, ako na naman tatawagin mo. Okay, sige, magtatanong muna si sir. Tingin ninyo, ano yung relationship ng dalawang triangle na to? Ayun yung tanong ni sir. What's the relationship of these two triangles after seeing their measurement of their angles and their sides? Ano yung relationship ng triangle 1 tsaka ng triangle 2? Anyone in the group can answer. Anyone? Volunteer?
Sir?
Yes?
Triangle 1 or triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ.
Okay. So pinagtapat-tapat mo ba yung mga vertices nila? Kaya ganun yung pagkakasunod-sunod mo?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So kung babalikan natin yung tanong kanina, na which congruent statement correctly describe the corresponding parts of these two triangles, babaguhin mo ba yung sagot mo, Stella, na letter B or hindi?
Hindi po, sir.
Okay, hindi. Okay. So, i-chat nyo ulit sa chat box natin ang inyong mga sagot, class. Sige, kung letter B pa din, letter B. Kung nagbago kayo, type your answer now. Go. Please type your answer now. Ali, B daw. Maggie, B. Mga active to mga student ko. April Rose Santos, B pa din, sir. Meron pa ba? Arlene, B. Ayan, thank you, Arlene. Malu, B. Ayan, si Ron. May sagot na ba si Ron? Okay, so B daw yung sagot nila. Let's check kung B yung sagot natin. Okay, tingnan natin Check your answer. Okay, very good. The answer is letter B. Triangle A, B, C is congruent to triangle X, Y, Z. Ayan, ang galing nyo talaga. Kahit di pa natin naturo yung talagang concept ng triangle congruence, sasagot nyo siya ng maayos. So, balik tayo sa presentation natin Stop share ka pa. Ayan. So, ayan. Balik lang si sir dito sa advance. Ayan, tanungin ko ulit si Vice President. Kita ba yung ano ni Sir, Billy, Stella?
Yes
Yung-
po, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So the answer for this question is which congruent statement correctly describes the corresponding parts of these two triangles is letter B. Triangle A, B, C is congruent to triangle X, Y, Z. Okay. I can sense that you have somehow an idea of triangle congruence. Okay. So sabi nila, magtatanong ka na naman, sir. Anyone who can define triangle congruence based on our experience? Anyone who can define triangle congruence based on our experience dun sa GeoGebra? So anyone, you can answer now. Any answer under the sun. Wala naman talagang mali at tamang sagot dito sa ating classroom. Lahat ay welcome. Okay, so sino may tanong? May sagot sa tanong ni Sir na, what is triangle congruence?
Triangle congruence po is when the both
Sino to?
triangles.
Hello? May
Hello?
okay, Ali. Yes po. Yes, anak.
Triangle congruence po happens when both triangles have the same size and shape, including their angles, line segments, and sides.
Ano po ulit? Okay. Thank you so much. How about Stella? Do you have an idea what is triangle congruence?
Triangle congruence are triangles that has congruent corresponding parts. Or
ginamit
shows-
mo itong tanong, okay. Yes. Okay, thank you so much. Sabi mo, two triangles that have corresponding parts na congruent daw. Ayan. So kasi nga kanina yung mga corresponding parts natin, mga congruent sila pati yung mga segment natin congruent sila. So kaya nasabi ni Stella na bago mo masabi na congruent yung dalawang triangle, kailangan yung corresponding parts niya congruent. Here's the definition of congruent triangles. Okay? Nandiyan ba? Maggie, will you please read the definition of congruent triangles?
Congruent triangles, two triangles are congruent if their vertices can be paired so that corresponding sides are congruent and corresponding angles are congruent.
Okay, thank you so much. Very good. So, if their vertices can be paired so that corresponding sides are congruent and corresponding angles are congruent. Now, let's explore more about triangle congruence. Let's have example number 1. Ayan, example number 1. So, ito yung question ni Sir. Ito yung hinahanap kanina ni Ron, yung statement na to sa pinakaitaas. Triangle ACB is congruent to triangle DFE. So statement to congruent statement na to. So titingnan mo tong figure na to, tapos titingnan mo tong figure na to. So ang sabi, triangle ACB is congruent to triangle DFE. Okay. So this is my question. Which segment is congruent to segment AC? Ito. Which segment is congruent to segment AC? Which segment here is congruent to segment AC? Anyone? Go. Segment what?
Segment DF po.
Segment DF. Let's check. Very good. Segment AC is congruent to segment DF. Ayan. So kung mapapansin nyo, may marking siya. Ayan. Congruence marking yan para malaman natin na silang dalawa yung congruent. Yung dalawang sides. Now, segment CB is congruent to which segment in this triangle? DFE. Segment CB. Okay. Can you answer, Malu?
Segment CB is congruent to FE.
Very good. Segment CB is congruent to segment FE. Ang gagaling talaga ng mga students ko. How about segment AB? Ayan. Segment AB is congruent to which segment here? Ang dali na yan. Anyone? Volunteer, pwede sumagot agad.
Sir,
You can unmute your
segment
mic.
DE.
Thank you so much. Segment DE. Ayan. So nakuha na natin yung tatlong sides nila. Ayan. So meron pa tayo kulang. Yung tatlo namang angles. Angle A, eto, which angle is congruent to angle A? in this congruent statement? Angle A is congruent to which angle in triangle DFE? Anyone? Go.
Sir,
Yes?
sir, angle A is congruent to angle D.
Oh, wow. Let's check. Yes, very good. Angle A is congruent to angle D. So kung napansin niyo, may markings na naman tayo, ha? So dito dalawa, dito naman tatlo. So para alam natin lagi, pag tinignan natin yung dalawang triangle, kung alin yung mga corresponding parts nila. Ayan. So how about angle C? Ito, angle C. Anyone in the group or in the class can answer. Angle C is congruent to which angle here?
Sir,
Yes?
so
Yes po?
angle C is congruent to angle F.
Oh, wow. Angle C is congruent to angle F. Natutuwa ako sa mga bosses ng mga estudyante ko, no? Parang mga reporter, ang gaganda. So, angle C is congruent to angle F. Very good. So, si Sir na yung sasagot ng huli, no? Okay. So, angle B is congruent to angle E. Okay. Yes, very good. So, now, if we relate this in the definition of triangle congruence, ito. Yan. Is ACB really congruent to DFE? Halimbawa, tinanong kayo, o sige, nasabi na natin na yung tatlong sides, they are congruent to each other or they are equal to each other, and the three angles are congruent to each other. Now, the question is triangle ACB really congruent to triangle DFE? Anyone who can answer or anyone can unmute? Yes po?
Yes, sir.
Pero make sure na isi-set.
Why? Ay, hindi ako galit ha. Why?
I
Bakit mo
think,
nasabi?
I think, sir, because their line segment and their angles are corresponds and also congruent with one another.
Ayun. Kasi nga, sabi natin sa definition natin kanina, Maggie, at sa 8 Brilliant, congruent triangles are they corresponding parts should be congruent. So lahat naman ay congruent. So ito yung sinasabi natin na CPCTC. So congruent parts of congruent triangles are congruent. Lahat. So kung ilan yon? 3 pairs of segments or sides and 3 pairs of triangle or angle. So sorry, 3 pairs of angles. So now, their corresponding parts are all congruent, then triangle ACB is really congruent to triangle DFE. Pairing their vertices properly is very important. Now, let's have another example. Ayan, ito na yung last example natin bago yung worded problem natin. Ha? So, ito yung tanong ni Sir. Stella, will you please read this question? Nandiyan pa ba si Stella? Ako yung vice president ko, palagi tinatanong mo, sir. meron bang ibang sasagot? Ron, will you please read this one question?
Is triangle ACB congruent to triangle EFD?
Ayan. So kung napansin nyo, pareho pa yung figure natin. Thank you, Ron. Ha? Pareho yung figure natin, pero iniba na, sir, yung tanong. Ay, iniba na, sir, yung pagkakasunod-sunod ng letters. Yung pangalan ng triangle, iniba ni sir. Is triangle A, C, B congruent to triangle EFD? Okay, let's find out mamaya. Kayo sumagot kung yes or no. Eto, ang tanong ni sir, is segment AC congruent to segment EF? Yes or no? Yes or no lang, ha? Go. You can unmute your mic and then answer. Yes or no?
No, sir.
Oh, no, sabi na. Yes, ang gagaling naman. No. Talagang yung sagot nyo ngayon, no, sir. No. Alam nyo na, ha? Congratulations. Next is segment CB congruent to segment DF. Ayan, may nakaturo, ha? Hindi na ako nagpo-pointer. Yes or no? Unmute your mic now. Go.
No.
No. No daw. Yeah, no nga. How about segment AB? Congruent ba siya kay segment ED? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes po.
Yes daw. Okay, yes. Yes, tama naman. Yes, congruent sila. Oh, ayan, oh, pareho sila. Oh. Ayan. So, next is angle A congruent to angle E? Ayan, ito. Angle A congruent to angle E. You can unmute your mic. Yes or no?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, no. Very good. Is angle C congruent to angle F? Yes or no?
Yes po,
Yes.
sir.
Oh, galing. Sunod-sunod sila. Yes, sir. The answer is yes. Very good. Very good. Brilliant. How about angle B congruent to angle D? Yes or no?
No.
No,
No.
sir.
Okay, no. Very good. Now, this is the question. Are they congruent? Is triangle ACB congruent to triangle EFD? Yes or no? Ayan na, ayaw na nilang magsalita. Sige
No
lang. Yes.
po.
Ano pa?
No po.
No daw, sabi ni Ali. May iba bang sagot? Meron bang sasagot ng no din? Sino pa yung may ibang sagot na no? You can answer. Hindi naman ako
No po.
No daw, sabi ni Maggie. Okay. Why no, Maggie? Ayan, sabi mo, sir, hindi ka magtatanong ng why. Why do you think this triangle ACB is not congruent to triangle EFD? Parehong-pareho yan, Maggie, oh. Bakit no ang sagot mo?
Because there are some angles and line segments that are not congruent.
Okay. So natandaan nyo yung kanina no, na sinabi natin na dapat yung lahat ng corresponding parts nila, dapat lahat yun congruent sa isa't isa. So therefore, this one is not congruent. Ayan. So triangle ACB is not congruent to triangle EFD because all the corresponding parts of the two triangles must be congruent before we can say that the two triangles are really congruent. Okay, so now, comment nyo yung one kung talagang naintindihan na ninyo at pwede na ako mag-proceed sa worded problem. Go. Just type 1 dito sa ating chat box. 1 daw, sabi ni Ali. Oy, kay Ron, 1. Sino pa yung magwa-1? Dalawa lang yung nakaintindi? Hindi, joke lang. Ayan, very good. Sunod-sunod na. 1, sir. Okay, 1 daw. 1 daw, sabi ni Arlene. Sige, sir, diretso mo na. Sige, diretso na natin, ha? Okay, so thank you so much. So now, let's have this. Ayan, so tanungin ko muna kayo kung may idea kayo sa Malabon. Kasi taga Malabon si Sir Billy. So, who is the mayor of city or who is the city mayor of Malabon? Anyone? Who is the city mayor of Malabon? Who is the city mayor of Malabon? Anyone who has an idea?
Hello, sir.
Yes?
Ay, ako din po tiga Malabon.
Oh, wow.
Si Mayor
Okay.
Lenlen Oreta po.
Okay, so pareho tayo ng mayor. Mayor Lenlen Oreta III. Ayan. So, itong mga mayor na to, napaka-active nila ngayon. Kagaya nung mayor namin, mga active sila kasi nga meron tayong pandemic. So, ano ba yung idea nyo sa trabaho ng mayor? Anyone can answer. Ano ba yung trabaho ng mayor sa isang syudad o sa isang lungsod? Can you answer? Anyone can volunteer? Yes? Pwede mag-volunteer? Ano kaya yung trabaho ng mayor? Sa syudad or sa lungsod? Or ano yung function ng isang...
I-implement po sila ng mga projects to improve the city.
Okay, nag-implement ng projects. Yes, sila talaga yung nagpapatupad no or naggumagawa ng mga proyekto sa isang syudad. Ano pa? Sige, isa pa.
They implement rules and regulations para maging maayos po yung city.
Okay, very good. So, very well said. City mayor often develop and propose policies. Their basic responsibility is to carry out the council directives and to implement the policies adopted by the council. So may council, mayroong konseho, ayan, nagde-decide sila, tapos sa kanila ipinapasa yon, meron silang mga batas at mga rules na pinapatupad sa kanilang local government. So, this is from MRSC, Local Government Success, yung definition na sinabi ko. So, last March 22, our city mayor posted this one in the social media. So, anyone, any volunteer na basahin yung kanyang ipinost nung aming city mayor dito sa Malabon? Stella, will you please read this one?
Okay, sir. Nagpa-swab test tayo as part of contact tracing. Today, lumabas sa resulta na positive ako sa COVID-19. Bagamat wala akong symptoms gaya ng lagnat, I will be working at home in the following days. There is also an ongoing contact tracing sa mga naka-interact ko this past few days. This only shows na matindi pa rin ang epekto ng COVID-19 sa Malabon. Matinding pag-iingat ang kailangan, lalo na ang pagsunod sa mga health protocols. On behalf of the city, we would continue to ensure that we bring down the cases ng COVID dito sa ating syudad.
Yes, okay. So Estela, ikaw na din tanungin ko. So yung Vice President ko, ano yung masasabi mo na pati yung Mayor ng Malabon nagkaroon ng COVID? Ano masasabi mo dun sa pandemya na kinakaharap natin ngayon? Siyempre, as a student.
Yes po. Ano po, ang COVID-19 po ay walang pinipili. Mayaman, mahirap, politiko o hindi po, pwede pong tamaan, sir.
Yes po. So as you can see, thank you so much, Estela. Even our city mayor here got sick because of this pandemic that we have today. We are facing many challenges because of COVID-19. Ayan. Because of this pandemic, the whole nation is facing many challenges. As an individual, ano yung pwede natin gawin? We can help our government by being responsible. Yan yung sabi kanina ni Estela. And by obeying the rules related to COVID-19 protocols. Ayan. Sunod lang tayo para matulungan natin ang isa't isa at ang bansa natin at ang buong mundo. So, now that you have heard the word, so ito pala yung question ko. So, kung narinig niyo yung COVID-19, narinig niyo na ba yung COVID facility? Ayan.
Yes po, sir.
Okay. Sino ba to? Si Maggie. Yes, Maggie. Narinig mo na ba yung COVID facility?
Yes po, sir.
Do you have an idea what is a COVID facility?
I think that is the place where yung po mga nagpa-positive ng COVID, dyan po dinadala para at least ma-isolate po sila.
Okay, very good. Alos, nandun ka na sa definition talaga, Maggie. Thank you so much. So, I'm sure yung mga kaklase mo, ganun din yung inisip nila. No? So, ito ang sabi, COVID facility, this is a management area where they offer healthcare services to treat people positive in coronavirus or COVID-19. So, yung ating local government at maraming local government sa NCR at sa buong Pilipinas, sila mismo nagpo-provide na sila ng mga COVID facility. Nagpo-proyekto sila nito, nagpo-put up sila ng mga COVID facility para at least yung city nila is matulungan nila na mapigil or makontrol at ma-cure yung may mga COVID or yung mga positive sa COVID. So, yan nga, naggagawa sila ng projects at tingnan natin yung project na ito at itong problem na ito na related sa pag-put up ng COVID facility. Ayan. Okay. So, will somebody read this one? Anyone? Malu, will you please read the problem? Pwede mo bang basahin? Nandyan pa ba yung student ko? Si Malu? Or si Arlene? Arlene, can you read this?
Let's apply. Suppose the city government of Malabon is planning to put up a COVID facility in a triangular lot located at Gulayan Street, Barangay Katmon. The city mayor wants to divide it into two triangular lots with the same shape and size. As a city engineer, your task is to estimate the fencing cost of two triangular lots. List all the congruent sides and angles based on the given figure. How much will be the total estimated cost of the project if the city government will have to spend 1,200 pesos per meter of fencing?
Okay, thank you so much, Irene. So, thank you so much. So, as a city engineer, your task is to estimate, estimate mo yung fencing cost. So, syempre, meron yung mga ginagastos. So, kailangan i-budget natin yung mga project dyan sa ating city. So, yung fencing cost of two triangular lots na located dito sa lote na to, dito sa Gulayan, Katmon. So, to compute for the cost of the project, you must first list all the congruent sides and angles based on the project site. So, i-list down muna natin yung mga congruent sides tsaka congruent angles natin. Now, let's take a look at the project site and the design of the fencing. So, ito yung dinesign mo. Ayan, as project engineer. Ayan, so project site natin. So the question is, this one, ayan, kung papansin niyo, Stella, kita ba yung screen ni sir? Malinaw naman?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Opo, sir.
Yes po. Thank you so much. So triangle JOY is congruent to which triangle? Anyone? Triangle JOY is congruent to which triangle?
Sir,
Anyone can? Yes, April?
yes. So triangle JOY is congruent to triangle FUN.
Thank you so much. Very good. Triangle JOY is congruent to triangle FUN. Okay, let's now list all the congruent sides. If this is our congruent statement, let's list all the congruent sides. Ayan. So first, segment JO is congruent to which segment? Sagot na kayo ha. Pwede nang sumagot.
Sir, segment F.
Yes, okay. Very good naman. Nag-uunahan sila sumagot. Segment JO is congruent to segment FU. Okay, another one. How about segment OY? Anyone? Segment OY is congruent to which segment?
Segment UN.
Segment UN. Very well said, Maggie. Very good. How about segment JY?
Segment FN, sir.
Segment FN. Very good. So, nalista natin yung lahat ng congruent sides natin. So, congruent sila. Na-establish na natin. How about angles naman? Congruent angles. Angle J is congruent to which angle? Ito, si angle J. Kaninong angle siya dito or which angle siya congruent? Arlene.
Angle F po.
Si Ali. Sumagot. Ano po?
Angle F.
Angle F. Very good. How about angle O? Anyone? Angle O?
Angle U, sir. Angle U po.
Congruent to?
Angle U, sir.
Okay, angle U. Very good. How about angle Y?
Angle N, sir.
Very good, April. Angle N. Okay, so ngayon, yung unang pinapagawa ni Mayor, nagawa na natin. Na-list down na natin lahat ng congruent sides sa congruent angles. So now, kailangan daw natin malaman kung magkano yung estimated cost. Okay, so kung mapapansin nyo dito, may mga sukat siya. Tingnan nyo mabuti ha. Now, in the problem, may given. Ang sabi, 1,200 pesos daw yung estimate ni engineer per meter of fencing. So, kunyari, ikaw yung engineer, ang estimate mo, kada metro, 1,200 yung gagastusin. Okay, pesos. Now, what is the measure of segment JO? Again, what is the measure of segment JO based on the figure?
110 meters, sir.
110 meters. Very good. What is the measure of segment OY?
90 meters, sir.
Very good. 90 meters. What is the measure of segment JY?
142 meters, sir.
142 meters. Okay. So now, paano mo makukuha yung measurement ng buong triangle na to? Yung palibot nito. Anyone? Anong gagamitin natin na formula? Formula ng ano? Sige,
Sir,
go.
get the
Grade 7 to,
perimeter of the triangle, sir.
Very good. Get the perimeter of the triangle. Now, Stella, sabi mo, get the perimeter of the triangle. What is the formula of the perimeter of a triangle?
The perimeter of the triangle is equal to the sum of the three sides, or S1 or side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3, sir.
Wow, very detailed tong estudyante ko na to. Siguro, talagang nag-aaral to nung grade 7, no? Grade 7 topic tong perimeter of a triangle. Thank you so much, Stella. So, the sum of all three sides. So, the perimeter of JOY is equal to the measure of JO plus the measure of OY plus the measure of JY. This is my question. What is the perimeter of triangle JOY? Go. Hindi ko papakita yung solution ha. Kayo muna magsagot. What is the perimeter of triangle JOY? Anyone can answer?
340.
342 meters po.
342 po.
342.
Wow, very good. Sige,
Yes, sir.
tingnan ko. Wala naman nag-type ng sagot at talagang nagko-compute kayo. Very good. The answer is 342 meters. Anong ginawa natin? We just simply add 110 meters plus 90 meters plus 142 meters, and it will give us 342 meters. And that's the perimeter of triangle JOY. So si engineer, nakita na niya kung ano yung perimeter, nakuha na niya, nakalkula na niya. Ang tanong, magkano ang estimated cost for this first triangular lot? Magkano? Okay.
Hello, sir.
Anong sagot? Yes, Estela.
410,400 pesos, sir.
Are you sure, Stella?
Yes, sir.
Anong ginawa mo, Stella, para makuha mo yung sagot mo na 410,400 pesos?
I multiplied po, sir, yung 1,200 per meter sa 342 meters, sir.
Okay, so let's check if you're correct. At tingin ko, yan din yung sagot ng mga kaklase mo kung talagang nag-compute sila ngayon. Tingnan natin. So, very good. 1,200 times 342 meters, it will give us 410,400 pesos. Tama ba kayong lahat, mga anak? Yes or no? Tama ba yung nakuha ninyo dyan sa inyong bahay at sa inyong pwesto ngayon?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, April. Thank you so much. How about Ali? Nandiyan pa ba yung student ko na si Ali? Did you get the same
Yes
answer
po.
with Stella? Yes, okay. How about the other students? Siguro tama naman tayo lahat, no? Pero hindi pa tayo tapos kasi isa pa lang yung nakuha natin na triangular lot. The next question rather is, how much is the total estimated cost? Ito talaga yung tanong eh. At ito yung ipapasa ni engineer kay mayor kung magkano ang gagastusin dito sa gulayan. So now, how much will be the total estimated cost for the fencing of triangular lot FUN? How can we use, ito yung tanong ni sir ha, how can we use the concept of triangle congruence para mapadali at hindi na tayo magsukat dito ulit at hindi na natin i-compute na ang ating perimeter kasi alam naman natin na sila ay congruent. So ano ang pwedeng gawin? Anyone? Para makatulong sa atin yung triangle congruence.
Sir.
Yes, Maggie? Sino ba? Yes, Maggie?
I think pwede po nating i-multiply na lang.
Alin ang i-multiply natin?
Yun pong i-multiply into 2, yun pong sukat po nung or yung estimated cost po nung sa isang triangle, i-multiply it by 2 para po makuha natin yung cost nung triangle, yung total estimated cost.
Bakit naman kaya pwede natin gamitin dito yung estimated cost dito sa FUN? Bakit pwede natin gamitin yung estimated cost kay JOY? Why?
Because sir, the triangle JOY, as we can see
Here?
on the statement, it is congruent to triangle FUN or triangle FUN.
Yes, very good. Kasi nga, si triangle JOY, congruent naman kay triangle FUN. So, what we can do now is just to, ito na yung solution. The estimated cost of triangular lot for JOY is 410,000. Since triangle JOY is congruent to triangle FUN, the estimated cost for triangular lot FUN is also 410,400. So now, what is the total estimated fencing cost of the project? Magkano? Anyone?
800,000. Sir.
Yes, Arlene? Yes, April?
800. 820,800 pesos.
Okay, natutuwa ako na talagang nag-uunahan sila magsalita kasi kapag ganyan, nagigets natin talaga yung ating pinag-uusapan. Ibig sabihin, nakukuha natin yung konsepto. So very good. So the answer is, by simply adding the cost for triangular lot JOY and for the cost for triangular lot FUN, you're just going to add 410,400 plus 410,400, or yung answer ni Maggie kanina, you just simply multiply it by 2 and it will give us the answer 820,200. Okay, so now, ito yung gusto kong marinig sa inyo. Anyone who can share insights on how we can use the concept of triangle congruence in real life. And is it useful for our everyday lives? Okay, una, paano natin ma-apply ba talaga natin yung triangle congruence sa totoong buhay? At useful kaya ito sa atin bilang mga students at bilang mga mamamayan ng Pilipinas? Wow! So, sige, sinong gustong sumagot?
Sir, excuse.
Yes?
The total will be 820,800 because 400
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Oo, magagalit si Mayor, no? 820,800. I'm sorry, I have typographical error here. Thank you so much, April, no? So, ang gagaling talaga ng mga students ko, napapansin yung maling sagot, no? So, thank you so much. Again, the answer is 820,800. April, tama ba?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. So, 820,800. So, kulang ng 600. Mag-aabono si engineer kapag ito yung ipinasa niya na amount. Ayan. So, thank you so much, my dear students. So, now, kala ko sasagot na si April. Sige, April, ikaw na rin sumagot. Ano yung kahalagahan ng triangle congruence sa ating real world? Sa tingin mo? At sa pinag-aralan natin?
So, it makes us easily solve, especially if you're going to encounter these things. The same things, sir.
Yes, thank you so much. I want another student. Thank you so much, Arlene, for your answer. Tama, napapadali yung buhay natin. Dahil alam natin yung ganitong konsepto. Anyone? Pwede mag-share ng insights nila?
Sir, siguro for me po,
Yes, Ali?
beneficial po siya lalo na sa mga, yung for example po yung binigay niyo pong situation sa pagko-construct ng mga buildings, ganun. So, magiging mas madali po para sa mga engineers or sa mga gagawa po ng mga ganong sites or yung mga ganyang mga buildings na ma-construct nila ng mas maayos and ma-compute nila yung mga cost na kakailanganin nila when pag nagkakaroon ng mga congruence.
Yes po. Thank you so much, Ali. So sa tingin mo as a student na realize mo yung application nito sa real life? Ali? Hello, Ali? Ayan, nawala ata siya.
Yes,
hello?
so pwede po ulit po ng question.
Sa tingin mo ba na appreciate mo yung usefulness ng triangle congruence as a student dun sa real life?
Yes po.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you so much. So now let's dig deeper on what you have learned today. Ayan, balikan lang natin. So in your own words, will you please define again congruent? Anyone? Stella, nandyan ka pa ba? Pwede mo bang i-define ulit yung congruent based on your own definition?
Okay, sir. Congruent are figures that have the same size and shape.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Figures that have the same shape and size. How about triangle congruence yes, triangle congruence. Anyone who can define triangle congruence in your own words? Or kung paano nyo siya naintindihan dito sa ating discussion?
Sir?
Yes, Maggie? Go.
I think triangle congruence, they are congruent if their their corresponding line segments and corresponding angles are congruent.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, students. Two figures or objects are congruent if they have the same shape and size. Two triangles are congruent if their vertices can be paired so that corresponding sides are congruent and corresponding angles are congruent. By looking back in our first example, doon sa ating key duplication, okay, so the duplicate key must corresponds to all sides, angles of the doorknob for us to use it functionally. So, kailangan hindi lang siya same shape and size, pero dapat talagang nagko-correspond siya dun sa bawat detalye ng doorknob, yung ating duplicate key kanina dun sa ating umpisa. That's all for today, class. I hope you learned something new today. So, for our asynchronous task, the task is to create 3 localized worded problems related to triangle congruence. The instructions and rubrics of the task will be posted in the learning management system. Thank you and keep safe, everyone.
Thank you, sir, and God bless.
Thank you, thank you. God bless mga anak.
Thank you very much, sir,
Thank
for
you,
that very
sir.
Thank you po.
session. Now we will proceed to our question and answer portion. Our teachers here in the Zoom meeting can directly ask our speaker. If you have any questions for Sir Billy, you may ask in our chat box or you may unmute your microphones. And of course, our viewers from YouTube can also ask their questions po. Okay, so I'll give you a few minutes to formulate your questions that we can ask our speaker regarding the demo reel. And we have a question po in our YouTube comment. There's a question from Marilu Dimapilis. How can we engage our students who don't like math in lessons like this? There's a lot of students po kasi that get discouraged when it comes to numbers. Paano po natin sila ma-encourage to join our discussion?
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ma'am Jillian, for that question and for our viewer. Talaga tayo kasi mga teachers, nakaka-encounter talaga tayo ng mga students na hirap maintindihan at ang hirap nilang i-engage pagdating lalo na sa mathematics. So, first tip na maibibigay ko sa inyo as a teacher at sa mga experience ko din as a college instructor and high school teacher, I also teach na ng elementary students. So, iba-iba na yung level na naturuan natin. So sa nakikita natin, unang-una pakitaan natin ng halaga yung ating estudyante. Pakitaan natin ng effort na talagang nakikita niya na we are taking our part as a teacher na talagang nire-reach out natin siya as a students. Kasi sila mga estudyante, they need to feel that they are important. So first, set mo yung rapport na maganda sa kanila. Tapos yung relationship na maayos. Tapos approachable si teacher. Hindi nakakatakot, and then very welcoming pagdating sa mga tanong. And then, after that, tingin ko, yung buong discussion ninyo, magiging okay siya, lalo na kapag ginamitan mo siya ng art of questioning. So, another one, don't let students hanging. Pag tinanong mo siya, huwag mo siyang iiwanan na hindi niya nasagot yung tanong. Kasi mag-question mark yun sa kanya at lalo-lalo na huwag mong tatapusin yung klase mo nang hindi mo sinagot yung tanong niya. That's it, Ma'am Jillian. Thank you. I hope nasagot ko po.
Thank you very much, sir. Our next question is from Malu Brioso. Math is significant in our lives, but a lot of students does not really appreciate math. How can we help them like and appreciate math in their life?
Oo, yan. So, dyan pumapasok yung ano natin, yung pag-design natin ng localized tsaka contextualized example in teaching mathematics. So kung ano yung meron, kung ano yung kung in yung mga laro na nilalaro nila sa cellphone, gagawa tayo ng effort para talaga makagawa tayo ng example na kung saan ma-reach out natin sila. Kung nasaan sila, kung ano yung alam nila, doon natin ipasok yung lesson natin sa mathematics. Para kung nandun sila sa kanilang bahay, they can appreciate the beauty of it and then it can help them. So ma-appreciate nila na, oo nga, no, nagagamit ko yung mathematics sa tinuturo ni sir tsaka ni ma'am sa totoong buhay. So mas magiging relevant sa kanila kapag nakita nila na yung effect ng mathematics is concrete. Yun, ma'am Jillian. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I think that's all the questions we have for now. I guess the demo reel was very clear po to our teachers and to our viewers. Thank you very much, sir. Do you have any last reminders to our viewers for today?
Okay. So, sige, basahin ko lang tong i-prepare ko dito. So, as educators, we should always equipped with knowledge and skills needed to offer the best education to our students. We all know that nobody is perfect, but we should always thinking to be better. So, because being better is better than being the best. Because if you are better today, you can improve tomorrow. So always, teacher, learn how to learn and always have a room for improvement. Thank you so much, Ma'am Jillian.
Thank you very much. There we have it. In behalf of Vibal Group Incorporated, I would like to thank our speaker for today for this indeed very interactive and insightful demo teaching session. It is an honor to have you with us today, Sir Billy. And to all our Kavibal viewers, all thanks to you for your continuous patronage to our daily learning session. Special thanks to our very active participants today. I can see that our teachers are really participative in our demo reel today. Special thanks to Ma'am Ali, Ma'am Ann Pamela, Ma'am April Rose Santos, Ma'am Arlene David, Ma'am Maggie May Sari, Ma'am Malu Brioso, Ma'am May Ann Orleans, Sir Ron Santos, and Ma'am Stella. Thank you very much, teachers. You may download our speaker's presentation in our chat box. And of course, to all our Kavibal viewers, don't forget to register to get your e-certificate of participation. We also encourage you to subscribe and watch on our official Bival Facebook and YouTube channel. Muli, maraming salamat at magandang araw sa ating lahat.